What new tactics from Russia have you heard about? Let's start with military weapons that aren't just used to fight enemies, but also to psychologically attack special forces. The goal is to cause panic, create uncontrollable situations, and ultimately bring chaos. Isn't that interesting? However, Ukraine calls it a desperate attempt to halt their invasion. Ukraine has shown its ability to launch complex surprise attacks, which clearly has enraged Russia. On August 9, 2024, the Russian Ministry of Defense announced that Russian Su-34 fighter jets dropped heavy FAB-3000 bombs on Ukrainian positions in the Sumi Oblast, aiming at Ukrainian troops and equipment. Vladimir Putin's forces have intensified their attacks in Kursk as their mission nears its end, so this isn't just the desperation that Ukraine has mocked. The Russian Air Force has ramped up their assaults by deploying FAB-3000 bombs equipped with UMPK following their earlier use of FAB-500s. The FAB-3000 strikes carried out by Su-34s hit areas bordering Kursk and caused deadly damage to Ukrainian positions. The 3,000-kilogram bomb showers wiped out a Ukrainian battalion. Russian forces, after destroying their targets, safely returned to their base. But what will Ukraine's response be next? Let's dive deeper. Before diving into the psychological impact on Ukrainian troops, let's see who can effortlessly destroy Ukraine with just a snap of the fingers. Meet the FAB-3000, a bomb that's been frequently used in the Ukraine war. In March 2024, Russia began mass producing the high-explosive FAB-3000. This bomb is over 3 meters long, with its explosive material weighing nearly half of its total weight, 1,200 kilograms. When it detonates, it creates a crater more than 30 meters wide and 15 meters deep in muddy ground. It's truly terrifying, especially when equipped with UMPK, allowing it to be dropped from dozens of kilometers away from the target. Not only does this ensure Russian fighter jets are safe from anti-aircraft missiles, but it also has an incredibly lethal power. Everything within a 230-meter radius will be turned to ash. The most significant use of the FAB-3000 occurred during the early stages of the conflict in 2022. Ukraine was paralyzed by the destruction of its military infrastructure, and the impact was both physical damage and psychological warfare. At that time, the bomb's immense destructive power was used to take out airfields, ammunition depots, and command centers, causing major damage and disruption. However, the FAB-3000 wasn't the main weapon in Russia's arsenal during the Ukraine conflict. It was used only occasionally at key strategic locations due to its unique role in achieving specific military objectives. One of the aircraft capable of delivering it is the Su-34, Russia's most advanced bomber jet, which has faced significant challenges in the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. Originally developed in the 1980s for the Soviet Air Force, the Su-34 officially entered service in 2014 and is equipped with advanced radar, electronic warfare systems, and a range of air-to-air and air-to-ground missiles. Despite its effectiveness being questioned due to battlefield losses, by August 2024, it is still trusted to carry out FAB-3000 attacks on Ukraine. So it's not an exaggeration to say that the Su-34 is one of the best aircraft ever produced by the Soviet Union during the late Cold War period. At that time, the Ukrainian military stationed in Kursk had run out of supplies. Seeing this opportunity, and with the Sumi region bordering Kursk, Russia couldn't afford to waste it. With such a chaotic situation, they couldn't even imagine who would come to their rescue. Ultimately, Russia, having gained the upper hand, forced the Russian troops to retreat from Kursk with American vehicles. It's no surprise that the Ukrainian forces were panicking. The Sumi region is strategically crucial, located in northeastern Ukraine and bordering Kursk in Russia. Due to its close proximity, Sumi serves as a key logistics hub for supplying Ukrainian troops operating in Kursk. Sumi has a well-established transportation network, including highways and railways, which facilitates the rapid movement of supplies, personnel, and equipment. This infrastructure is vital for maintaining the operational effectiveness of Ukrainian forces in Kursk. In a blink, the strategic location of Sumi with its proximity to the front lines allows for faster response times in terms of reinforcements and resupply missions. Just imagine if the area were destroyed and dominated by Russia, the supply support for Ukrainian troops would weaken and deteriorate significantly. You can get in, but don't expect to get out. The terrain and landscape of the Sumi region offer strategic advantages for launching operations into Kursk. It's like a natural and effective hideout. The existing infrastructure can be used to conceal movements and protect supply routes from potential Russian counterattacks. If this region is now forcing Ukraine to retreat, the current decision involves weighing whether to defend and attack or to focus on protecting other areas more effectively instead of wasting time. Ukraine has the answer, but it's also important to remember that Sumi functions as a crucial communication hub. If Ukraine can drive the Russians back, effective coordination between various units and command centers will remain crucial. Reliable communication channels are essential for synchronizing operations and ensuring that troops in Kursk receive timely updates and orders. Effective communication can make the difference between success and failure in military operations. Ukraine definitely doesn't want that to happen. Movements and strategies between different units and commanders need to be effective. Orders must be understood and executed correctly, which is crucial for synchronizing actions and adapting to changing conditions on the ground. Should Ukraine say goodbye to Sumi? Ukraine now controls 74 settlements in Kursk near the border with Sumi. Ukraine's counterattacks demonstrate its ability to take the initiative. Previously, Ukraine's progress had stalled due to intense Russian attacks with missiles, drones, and airstrikes. Fierce battles along the Kursk front occurred as Ukraine tried to expand its control. However, there's something puzzling. A spokesperson for the Ukrainian Ministry of Foreign Affairs stated that Ukraine has no interest in occupying Kursk. This complicates their ability to send more units to fight in eastern Ukraine. Clearly, Ukraine has learned from past experiences that led them to retreat from their own territory. The FAB-3000 has proven to be quite intimidating, especially considering Russia's much larger forces, which could try to encircle Ukrainian troops. But is Ukraine really convinced that the strategic Sumi region isn't important? Can Ukraine compete with Russia? Who now controls the most enemy territory? Leave your thoughts and thanks for watching.